Hi, I'm Janae Skaggs, and I'm going to talk about hegemony. Hegemony is when a person or a social group have leadership, dominance over like a social class or another person or something like that. Like Germany was under Prussian hegemony in 1871. Modern day hegemony could be kind of like an example is George Soros, he's like an extremely wealthy, rich man who has a lot of leadership and a lot of dominance in the world today. He could do it like as a political cause or a political campaign or even a political candidate. He could go to a political candidate and say, hey, I'm going to support your candidacy, your race, your run, and but here's how I want you to function, and here's what I want you to stand for, and here's how I want you to do things. It's basically his way of controlling him, and he has that leadership, and he has that dominance. And somebody who's running the political candidate's campaign is going to have to go through George Soros, because he is funding that. So he has established his leadership and he has established his dominance for that campaign. That's just some modern day hegemony. More could be, like lobbyists. They could have hegemony status, through the political, like through the way Congress works, by lobbying and stuff like that, that they kind of have that over like bills passing and stuff like that. The lobbyists have the hegemony. The President of the United States has hegemony over the citizens of America. He has established that leadership and he has established that dominance over us as citizens. The dean of UNT ultimately has hegemony over me as a student and over the teachers and the staff and all of the other students. He has that hegemony and that power. So basically, social classes, they always have somebody who's higher than them and have dominance, and they're going to impact that social class or even that person by their power and by what that they have, what they have to say. So they could make rules and they could, do other things like that the person who's in the social class or the citizen or the student has to follow through with. They have to follow the rules that the person in leadership status or dominance has, kind of so-called made this rule. They have to follow that rule. So that's hegemony to me, that's hegemony today, and that's what I think about it. So